It's known as the Daytona of Snowcross, a racetrack with history, tradition, and high-flying bar-to-bar action.
Mixing it up. Oh, Hunter Patton goes.
Welcome to legendary Canterbury Park, just outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota. For more than 3 decades, Canterbury has delivered the unexpected. Today, the AMSOIL Triple Crown continues. Can 5-time champ Elias Ischel ignite another Triple Crown win? It's 1 part snowcross, 1 part motocross, and completely awesome. The Snowbikes are back for a 2-moto format. And Moline the Machine Couture is taking care of business. The reigning champ in the pro women class shows no signs of slowing down. The Pirtek Snowcross National, presented by Core RV, starts right now on Fox.
That's where you want to be. So what you'll hear regarding the drivers' meeting,
And he's got it. Wow, look at this battle here. Yeah, and it is exactly what we want to see out of Elias.
Francis Peltier, ladies and gentlemen, wins race number 3 for the AMSOIL Pro class.
Holy frick, dude, that was insane.
Red Snowcross, baby! It's a drag race, and Blair Morgan takes it.
Tucker Hibbert, the number 68 sled across the AMSOIL finish line, has done it!
And back in 1959, Daytona International Speedway opened with the Daytona 500. But for competitors in AMSOIL Championship Snocross, the Daytona of Snowcross started in 1996 here at Canterbury Park in Shakopee, Minnesota. And we're here tonight for round 3 of AMSOIL Championship Snowcross. This is the Pirtek Snowcross National, presented by Core RV. Welcome to our coverage here on Fox Sports. Paul Small, my tag team partner, Robbie Malinowski. Robbie, you've raced here, you've won here. This place has an aura all its own.
It sure does. It's special. The grandstands, the energy. Everybody comes to Canterbury to watch these guys fly high, and they do it so well here.
Robbie, you helped lay out this course here at Canterbury Park. Let's take a drone lap around and see what it looks like from above.
All right, this start is probably the most intense start you will go through. Around that left, into that triple, over the finish line. Now we have a little bit of a lower snow count right now, so we got a little bit more open. 2 inside, outside. But here's where it gets ugly. Outside, you could triple. Inside, you could double. This is where you're going to see the passes all night long, right through here. And watch for mistakes to happen because of the unrhythm and finding their way through there. And that is a lap here at Canterbury.
Now let's catch up with the 3rd member of our broadcast team down in the pit area as we welcome in Erica Allreed.
Thanks, guys. For the first time this season, we're going Triple Crown racing. We'll see all of our favorite pros out on track 3 times and go head-to-head for that overall. A rider I think we need to keep our eye out on tonight is Emo Har of Jednik Motorsports. Last season, he was able to capture 4 out of 6 Triple Crown overalls, and it seems like he could do no wrong in this format. He said he really likes this style of racing, and that shows in his riding. However, the rider to capture the other 2 he didn't win are defending champion Elias Ischel. For the first time in 4 years, he is coming into a season 100% healthy, and he told me that gives him even more confidence in his ability to win and capture that 6th title.
All right, so one of these riders will be looking for that stud boy hole shot. 8 minutes. Once the 8 minutes have expired, the next time the leader comes across the line, the white flag comes out. We are just about ready to go racing here at Canterbury Park. Round 1 of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. Green lights, first leg of the Triple Crown for AMSOIL Pro is underway, and they are 4 wide as they come blasting down the straightaway. Viking Rocket Elias Ischel may have grabbed the stud boy hole shot, maybe not, but more importantly, he's got the race lead. Bad news for everybody else.
It sure is, but look at on the outside, the 220, Peltier, Cody Cam sitting in that 2nd spot.
Wow, and Ischel bangs his way to the Ziegler Cat corner. Speaking of which, inside dive there from Peltier to move into 2nd, and here comes Patton. Patton comes blasting up alongside Cody Cam, and they are bar to bar for the number 3 spot.
They sure are. Cody Cam going backwards right off this start. Not what he's wanting to see, but If I know anything, Cody will find some lines. He's so creative out there. Wait till this track starts to turn.
Francis, a smooth, solid, consistent rider, very technically proficient. Puts his skis right up on top of that ridge of snow as he comes through the Pirtek rhythm section. Clock continues to run as we close in on 2 minutes plus 1 lap here in the first of these 3 AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown main events. Back up front on cruise control right now, the Viking Rocket doing his thing.
He sure is. He looks solid. Look at how he gets over that little bump over that corner. Quick look over his shoulder. He knows he's got the time, he's got the confidence, the patience, everything you need to execute this.
And the neat thing when we look at those shots from track level, Robbie, is you can see how on a very cold night like this with the wind that we have, the roost kind of hangs in the air, almost turns into a fog.
Yeah, it sure does. That snow dust is what we would call that. It's just it's a miserable thing to race in because you just are blind. You can't see anything when you're in that fog or dust. And you see Elias, he's still to really check out.
And there's about 85 seconds plus a lap left to go here. The laps have been averaging around 25.5 seconds. And there is Elias looking to catch some riders here at the back of the field and put them 1 lap down. And as he crosses the line here, looks like it'll be 2, maybe 3 more laps before this first AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown main event is done and dusted. Speaking of done and dusted, that's Evan Dowd going down a lap to the Viking Rocket's pace.
Yeah, Cody, he's lost a little touch to these leaders too. I was kind of hoping he could get in there, show some skis here and there, and I think that is one thing that Elias is going to try to avoid at all costs. He doesn't like to race like that. Cody has no problem showing everybody a ski and trying to, play the head games, maybe mix it up a little bit.
Closing in on 30 seconds left to go now. If you're Cody Cam, okay, you were #1 qualifier. If you stay upright, you're going to finish 3rd. That's not as good as you want, but hey, in a Triple Crown format, a 3rd place, you're definitely in contention.
Oh, absolutely. Stay on the box, stay consistent. We still have 2 more big motos to go here, and this is far from over as Elias starts to wind this thing down.
Looking to put a lap on Travis Kern on that Ditch Witch of Minnesota and Iowa Polaris sled. That's the black sled on the top side. Of course, Elias on the Skidoo will shoot through, and the time has expired. So that means as he comes to the AMSOIL finish line, we have 1 lap to go. Elias running the inside through that Polaris FXR corner combo. A little bit of clear racetrack ahead for him, so knowing what his gap is, he can just be smart and be smooth here through these final couple of corners.
Yeah, he's in complete manage mode. Even the last half of this race, he has been. Unfortunate for everyone else, but here we go, Elias.
And Ishul strikes first, winning main event #1 of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown here at the Pirtek Snocross National, presented by Core RV. Francis Peltier second, Cody Cam finishes in 3rd. And then we got to go back to a battle for 4th and 5th at the line. Patnode will hold off Peterson. Give a call to Oscar Norm coming through for the #6 spot, followed by Har, Benham, Bester, and Jacob Yerk, the rookie LaBelle. Then Doubt, Salston, Kern, and Ogamar are the full field rundown for this first AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown main event. The Viking Rocket is standing by with our Erica Ulrich.
Thanks, Paul. Elias, from start to finish, a flawless race for you. Do you feel like getting that start and lead early on was pivotal for this round 1 race win?
Oh, for sure, it makes it way easier, so I can't complain, and I don't know how it was to start behind, so yeah, but I got up to a lappers, and I know the roost is bad because I was just staying there instead of passing the last couple guys because I knew it was soon done, so yeah, it's a lot of roost out there, so it's important to get a good hole shot, and we made it now, so good start on the day, and just move on to the next one.
When AMSOIL Championship Snocross roars back, the Pro Lite Final is next. All eyes are on rookie Creighton Dillon. Are we watching a superstar in the making? AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by the U.S. Air Force. Served your way. Can you make the team? By AMSOIL, runs on freedom. By Skidoo, that Skidoo feeling. By FXR. Gear up for your outdoor adventures with FXR. By Ziegler Cat. Exceptional service backing the best equipment. And by Arctic Cat. Welcome back to AMSOIL Championship Snocross here on Fox Sports. A look at our Pirtek track report, giving you an idea of just how frigid it is here in Shakopee, Minnesota.
It sure is, and that's hard on the hands, hard on the vision.
And Robbie, that has to be a deciding factor for riders who are getting ready to line up for our Pro Lite final.
Don't sleep on Creighton Dillon. He was fast in Michigan. He's fast again today.
Our promising Pro Lite rookie, Creighton Dillon. Creighton, what a way to kick off your rookie season with a big win in round one. Does getting that win under your belt so early on alleviate some of the pressure or add even more for you?
I don't know. The red plates are pretty heavy this weekend, but we've had them before last year, so we're looking forward to running them again and hopefully keeping them. But last weekend was huge, coming out of the gate with a win. It felt super good. The team did a great job last weekend with the mud and stuff. We kept all of our stuff together, and just looking forward to the rest of the season and keep the red plates.
This has been a field full of big contenders, but one of the guys that stands out based on an outstanding qualifying effort might be a dark horse tonight. We're talking about the 115 of Trent Whitwer.
Oh, look at Creighton. Good start, but Topi Posty rockets out of there.
And he has the stud boy hole shot.
Whoa. Downs launches out to the lead.
And he almost collided with Toby in the air. Now Toby's out of the ballpark.
Yeah, and almost collected Creighton Dillon in the process. So we have Downs, Dillon, Ashline, Christian all up front.
And Ashline just parked Downs up on the top of the berm there in the corner.
Wow. Ashline definitely riding aggressive. We see that in the heats. Sitting in second, we got Evan Christian.
Christian trying to come at him on the inside as they'll sweep out of the corner. Dillon is back there in third, and there goes Christian blasting his way by. And Ashline, I wonder if he has been told, he may have seen a black flag, he may have been told to drop back.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate.
And the race lead right now belongs to Evan Christian. Creighton Dillon giving chase from the number 2 spot. And now Jeremy Ballou winds up in the 3rd position, and he was drawing in there. And how about Trent Whitwer? Whitwer one step away from a possible podium here in the early going as he sits in 4th.
He sure is, looking good. The veteran of the class, Trent Whitwer, on that Arctic Cat, looking solid.
And he's got company. Here comes Nick Lorenz. Lorenz did not get the start he was looking for. He's going to have to try to earn his spots the hard way, passing people on open track. And, well, things might get a little bit easier for him there for a moment as the battle is on for the number 4 spot, or the number 3 spot, I should say. And that goes to Whitwer with a nice pass down on the inside of Jeremy Ballou.
Sure does, but Nick Lorenz sitting in that 5 spot, that is someone you're going to want to just kind of mark because he has been fast. Evan Christian looking solid out front. He needs to get a little bit more speed in this back section. He loses all his time that he gains on the 96 at Creighton Dillon.
And Dillon visibly faster through that U.S. Air Force flyaway section. This side of the track here, the grandstand side, if you will, here at Canterbury Park, give that one to Evan Christian, faster down that straightaway, but the straightaways are different here. As again, watch Evan Christian, and then you'll see him start to creep into the frame, where Creighton Dillon, by the end of the straightaway, is within sight.
Yeah, he sure does. And if you're a rider sitting in second, like I said before, you want to be the hunter, you want to be in back, so you can see where you're losing and gaining time. And if I'm sitting here, I'm Creighton, I'm going to want to just sit back, chill, wait for an opening, and then pounce. And it looks like he's sitting in that spot perfectly right now. He's getting through this so fast. Closes right up on Evan.
Yeah, I mean, it's like watching Creighton Dillon through that rhythm section on the backstretches. It's kind of like poetry. I mean, it's just, he's flowing. He's got such a good flow. Christian looks like he's having to work a lot harder in that section of the track to get that sled to do what he wants it to do.
He sure does. And you can watch Creighton. He's kind of got an older school style. He sits with his feet locked in and lets his butt almost bounce off that seat to give him the jump and the to get that sled down into those holes. It's really quite unique and very fast and effective.
And if you think that being able to sit through most of a race is not going to physically wear you out, we're talking about some serious athletes here.
Oh, absolutely. These guys have been training, working. I know how hard Creighton works in the summer. He's super fast on a dirt bike, puts a lot of effort into that. And you can see he closes the gap through that rhythm section. Evan needs to find something.
And looking ahead of Evan Christian, he is looking ahead and he is seeing riders at the back of the field, but Dylan may not wait for the traffic. He launches to the inside, and Christian will return the favor.
Oh, wow, what a pass.
A foot plant by Creighton Dillon to save it in the number 2 spot.
Yeah, he sure did, and that was excellent heads-up racing by both of them.
I think Creighton might be a little bit, should we say, properly motivated now?
Well, he should be, but I mean, it was clean. He definitely sent him. He could have been worse, a lot worse in that position, but watch Creighton. He might return it right here.
Tries to carve the inside, not close enough. You will follow, but now he's going to try to sneak the inside. A nice stripped over and blocked there by Christian as they head up into the Ziegler cat corner, nose to tail.
And I don't think Evan tried to move over. I think he just got a little squirrely. Watch Creighton's line here, though. He launches this so much faster.
And there, he'll lock it in going into the Polaris and FXR turn. So Dylan is now your leader with 2:55 plus a lap left to go. And that'll drop Evan Christian to second. This battle may or may not be over, but that allowed Whitwer to close the gap there from the number 3 position, and he's only a couple of sled lengths away from the number 2 spot right now. Creighton Dillon out of Zephyr, Ontario, Canada, blasts his way through the U.S. Air Force flyaway through the Skidoo rhythm section, about a third of track left to go. As he'll make the corner, turn for home through the Pirtek section, and Creighton Dillon, a winner once again in AMSOIL Championship Snocross.
And he had to earn that. There was no doubt, but very well done. Evan Christian, Trent Whitwer, well, clean up your podium. Whitwer able to hold on to that 3rd spot. That's a big podium for Trent.
Creighton Dillon getting congratulations as he makes his way down here toward the victory lane podium.
Great, and congratulations. It seemed like you were mirroring Evan's every move. So when did you start thinking about that pass, and when did you know it was the right time to execute for this top spot?
I mean, me and Evan went at it. I'm a little young, so I made a bit of a rookie mistake, and me and Evan got in the back corner, but Rubbin's racing, and it's all good. I found a sweet line up here in the front, and just stuck down the inside and went big off the finish line and got the deal done.
If you like motocross and snowcross, stay tuned. Snowbikes are the perfect combo platter, and they're ready to go green. Welcome back to the Pirtek Snocross National presented by Core RV with AMSOIL Championship Snocross. All right, if you decided that you wanted to create a Frankenstein that was half motorcycle, half snowmobile, what would you call it?
Snowbike.
That's
sure. What I would call it, Snowbike. And look out, this is some carnage. These pilots are doing excellent out there, but sometimes it does get away on them.
Yannick Boucher in the driver's seat as the winner of Moto number 1. We'll see if he can equal the feat here in the second and deciding moto.
Boucher with a good jump. Looks like her body, though.
Yeah, Troy just had the off on the sled, and now he's on the bike.
Oh, look at!
Oh, wow!
Oh.
Flip, flop, and
geez.
fly. Oh my gosh, it's like a big one at Daytona, and one rider is left way out in front, RJ Marnock, who missed all the chaos.
Oh, wow, her body and Boucher out front and go down and create such havoc. This race is far from over for these two, though, as you can see.
Yeah, meanwhile, you've got Marnock. He is way out in front, and just riding into second and third are Boucher.
And her body gets a little upset when he hits that bump and gets into the way of Boucher. And Boucher, watch this, he's gonna stay on the throttle and then shoot his bike into the 891. Unreal. real crash.
Yeah. Bobby Pagel goes for a flyer as a result.
And you can see he's just kind of cruising this sucker in. He's not going to take any risk. He's got a healthy lead, 9.5 seconds. One straightaway to go. And our winner, Monarch, stays out of trouble, takes the win.
Yannick, Moto2 was pure chaos for you, but how were you able to rebound after this one and still take the second place finish and first overall?
Yeah, that was a hectic a little hectic off the start. I mean, just a racing incident. I think it just got squirrely and things happened, but nonetheless, everyone's healthy, so that's a good thing. And always no one got hurt, and it's just parts. So.
When we return to the Pirtek Snocross National presented by Core RB, it's round 2 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown. Can the Viking rocket Elias Ischel continue to soar? AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by the U.S. Air Force. Serve your way. Can you make the team? By AMSOIL, runs on freedom. By Sunoco, fuel your best. By Pirtek, your industrial house service specialist. AMSOIL Pro Riders ready to go for the second leg of tonight's Triple Crown. Another 8-minute plus 1 lap main event to run here. Okay, who is hashtag trending, shall we say, Robbie?
Francis Pelletier, the 220 on the Thien Motorsports Ski-Doo. He is my pick right now. He is looking real spicy.
They're getting ready to turn up the wick. Second leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown is underway. Stud Boy, hole shot. Hunter Patton, and Ischel goes rocketing by, and Cody Cam is alongside Ischel as they go hammering into the corner.
And look at Elias.
Whoa!
Mixing it up. Oh, Hunter Patton goes down.
Man, that was trying to put 4 sleds where there were 2. Another sled jumps off the backstretch and goes almost turtle outside the racetrack. Meanwhile, at the end of what was an extremely chaotic opening lap, Cody Cam has the lead over the Viking Rocket. Those two have pulled out an advantage now on Daniel Benham, and there's Emil Haar right there battling Benham for the number 3 spot now as they enter the U.S. Air Force flyaway behind this race for the lead.
And look at who's sitting there in that 4th spot. Emil Haar finally gets the start that he was looking for. He is going to try to latch onto these leaders.
And don't look now, but he just got snookered out of that corner by Francis Pelletier. Meanwhile, here comes the Viking Rocket. He's going to rip the lip on the outside here, heading into the U.S. Air Force Flyaway Triple his way in. He's battling Cody Cam for the lead.
Oh, and Elias, he is taking some risk there. He was sideways the whole way through, and look at the pass.
The power move with authority by the Viking Rocket. We've seen him do it so many times, but Cody Cam is staying right there with him, and they're going to split the lanes here on the Polaris FXR side.
Pay attention to Cody. He's going to have that inside advantage. Can he do something with it? And he can. He found a better line on that inside. But watch Elias. He's going to try to... Oh, Cody.
Ooh.
Oh,
man.
Elias, he got a gift right there. Cody could have shut him down.
Cody had the right idea. He was trying to jump, land on the berm, gas, and go, and he just mistimed it. But look at that. He's not letting him get away. He's closed right back up on him. And Benham is closing up on them. Benham has Francis Pelletier in the number 4 spot, who got by Emil Haar a little while ago. And Pelletier looking for another podium here to try to stay in the overall hunt. There's a look at Oscar Norm now, and all of a sudden Oscar Norm is catching the Viking Rocket and Francis Pelletier, who put the afterburners in his Polaris. Pelletier blows the berm, and all of a sudden Oscar Norm is second with about 75 seconds to go, and we're not done yet. Look at this 3-wide action.
Elias is back in the mix too. Oh, we got contact. Elias jumps in too. Francis Pelletier, he's not going to be happy about that at all.
Holy cow, talk about playing 52 pickup with the balance of the field here. We're inside a minute to go. Cody Cam, 3.5 seconds out in the lead, but this is full-scale war here for second, third, and fourth.
It sure is. Dan Benham is not out of the mix yet. Elias needs to just chill out. He is riding a little bit too aggressive, and it's costing him positions, not seconds, but positions on the track. He needs to regroup and set himself back into this.
35 seconds to go. Laps are about 25 seconds. So that means we've got roughly, if I'm doing my math right, about 2 laps left in this race. Ishel trying to turn the wick up here through the U.S. Air Force flyaway, trying to get back some of the ground that he had lost.
Yeah, he sure is, but look at this guy, Cody Cam. He is out front, checked out. He's got a good little lead, but not too big of a lead on Oscar Norum. And where did that come from?
Oh, and Oscar got a little sketchy there trying to get to the outside of Jacob Urich, but yeah, he snuck up there, and when Ishel and Peltier were having their battle, all of a sudden he was the big benefactor in that one.
He sure was, and look at Oscar just closing the door there. We're going checkers. One more lap to go.
Yeah, race leader Cody Cam cruising his way toward the Ziegler Cat corner, coming through the U.S. Air Force flyaway here at Canterbury Park. He finished 3rd in the first race, so this is going to put him on 4 points after 2 legs of tonight's AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. Cody Camster picks up the win. 2nd spot going to Oscar Norm, Francis Peltier, the Viking Rocket, Elias Ishel, and Daniel Benham round out the top 5. Well, a lot of people said over the winter, Robbie, that Cody Cam had a renewed focus, and I think we just saw it in full effect.
Cody, what a ride and well-deserved win. You and Elias sure put on a show for us there. How were you able to get the upper hand in that battle and take this round 2 win?
That was an interesting race the first few laps. Me and him back and forth quite a few times actually, and I managed to get in front and make it stick the whole race. And yeah, the last couple laps I started getting nervous with the yellow flags down here and no rider to be seen anywhere, so I was confused and just wanted to get the race over at that point.
From Norway to the USA, defending champ Malin Coutu prepares to defend her title in Pro Women. Welcome back to Fox Sports coverage of AMSOIL Championship Snocross. The Pro-Am Women Final is ready to go, and I guess we could paraphrase the Pink Floyd title here and say, welcome to the machine, as the machine Malin Coutu is our #1 qualifier.
I like how you pulled that together because she has been just so dominant. I do not see anyone at this moment challenging her, but you just never know. These conditions can change everything.
And you still got Tasha Lang and Anana Hauger, who have been very, very competitive today. And as always, they can give the machine a run for her money. Now let's check in with the 3rd member of our broadcast team. Here's Erica Alry.
Our 3-time Pro-Am Women champion, Malin Coutu. Malin, obviously, you're a championship favorite coming into the season. When everything is all said and done, would you be satisfied with anything less than a 4th title?
No. I don't even know what else to say because that's a no. I won 14 out of 16 last year, and we kind of started off a little bumpy this year, but no, I'm from here on out, and I'm not backing down. I'm gonna get my plates back because I don't really like pink. So, yeah, no, nothing other than win.
In that pro final, but look at this. It's gonna be
bar to bar. Nayeli LaBelle and Malin Coutu. Coutu leads over the AMSOIL finish line jump, and that looks like down on the inside, trying to barrel her way in there. Is that Tasha Lang? Yes, and she'll grab the #2 spot. She may not be done. Look at her close up on Coutu.
Yeah, she is not afraid to pin it. She needed to be a little bit more aggressive through there, assert herself through it, but again, this is their first time through that section. And
Nayeli LaBelle looking to pull the crossover move. Battle for second is back on here behind your race leader, Coutu. Lang out drags her with the Polaris power as they head down into that Polaris FXR turn complex.
Watch Coutu. She is so good in this rough rhythm sections.
Here comes hole shot Anana Hauger. She's closing the gap here to get up on the podium early on. Didn't get the greatest of starts, kind of got boxed out there in the middle, but now she is fighting for that final podium spot. Had to dirt track it through the corner there to avoid slamming into the side of Nayeli LaBelle.
Yeah, and that was heads up racing because she would have lost that battle. She would have tipped over if she made contact. So good heads up riding. LaBelle's got a lot of company though. She better get find a gear here.
And they're closing up on Tasha Lang. This could turn into a three-way dance for the number 2 spot before too long. About 2.5 seconds or more to the good right now with about 4.5 minutes of racing left plus a lap. Malika too doing what she does. Oh, and somebody swung out way wide. That was Nelly LaBelle. And Holshot Hauger makes her pay on the inside, taking over third.
One thing to pay attention though is Malika 2 is over a second a lap faster right now. So these girls got to answer back, find a way to find a little bit more speed. And this is a tough call because when K2 gets out front, it is usually lights out.
So Malene will come around, look down here to the inside, makes a nice little pass on Nelly LaBelle. That's how far up she is lapping into the field, folks. And this will be the final lap for Malene the Machine.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. She's lapped up to 4th.
And it's just a dominant performance. I mean, we've seen domination in previous years from the Pro-Am women. Megan Brodeur comes to mind where she owned this division for so many years, but now it looks like it is Malene K2's turn to be the reigning queen of Snowcross, and she picks up her second Pro-Am women's main event of the year. We're not done. Here comes a battle for second. You thought second place was over and done? Not yet, because they're battling in traffic all the way to the AMSOIL finish line jump, and Tasha Lang by half a sled length holds on a surging Nana Hauger, and now the both of them can exhale.
They call you Malene the Machine for a reason. A flawless race from start to finish. How do you balance that fine line of when to push and when to be conservative, knowing you have the lead that you did?
Well, you kind of just have to tell yourself to breathe and pick the good lines, and there's slappers and yada yada. So yeah, just kind of breathe and just stay in my own helmet and not go too far outside of that, and just focus on myself, and then whatever happens, happens, and it worked out today.
Still ahead, the final round of the AMSOIL Triple Crown. Cody Cam and Francis Pelletier hold the points advantage, but only 1 point behind is Elias Isua. AMSOIL Championship Snocross is presented by Polaris, Think Outside, by AMSOIL, Runs on Freedom, and by Pirtek, your industrial house service specialist. It all comes down to the third and final leg of tonight's AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. This is the decider. There are 3 riders that are gunning it out here. Cody Cam, Francis Pelletier, and the Viking Rocket, Elias Isua.
Yeah, Elias always so solid, but we saw a little bit of a change. Elias in that second Triple Crown didn't look like himself. He got a little flustered. He made some mistakes and fell back to 4th. So can he rebound, get himself back in position, and try to take this overall?
And speaking of fourth overall right now is Oscar Norm. He's still mathematically got a shot at winding up on the podium tonight.
And we're off. Cody Cam, good jump. But look at Dan Benham. Ogamar gets out front early.
Yeah, Ogamar came from the far outside there, 3 wide, headed down into the Polaris turn, and carving that line on the inside. The Viking Rocket, Elias Isua, jumps ahead of Ogamar for the lead, and it looks like that is Oscar Norm trying to battle Ogamar now for the number 2 spot.
This is not what the competition wanted to see. Elias getting out front early. He's gonna rectify that last Triple Crown. He did not want to sit in 4th. That was not the race he was looking for. This is the perfect answer back.
And now here comes Francis Pelletier. He is trying to get by Evan Dowd here to move up into 4th. They have caught Oscar Norm already. Norm ripping the outside on that KC Motorsport Polaris. Oh, hello. Little elbows up action there coming out of the corner. Pelletier withstands the pressure, sends it flying, trying to get up alongside Norm.
Oh, wow, and look at, he put Norm off the track. Francis Pelletier is on a mission right now, and he needs to. Elias Isua is checking out. He ran a 23.8 over everyone else was at a 25, so he is opening that gap up bigger. And here we are, Ogamar sitting in that second spot.
Now, Ogamar not very good in the first 2, is 8th in the overall for this round coming into this deciding leg race, and he's about to be joined in battle by Francis Peltier, and at the pace that Peltier is going, he might pick him off here before we get to the other end of the track.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Elias is just out front and clear sailing. So, oh, Francis is riding so aggressive, makes a big mistake there.
Oh, that's going to bring Norm back into the mix here. Norm trying to sneak by Peltier on the mistake, capitalizing on it perhaps, but Peltier is able to push the button there and power his way back ahead of Oscar Norm. Well, just that quickly, you can go from challenging for second to defending a third spot. And we've still got a majority of this race left, 5.5 minutes plus a lap still to go.
Yeah, and that costed Francis 2 seconds that lap. That was a heartbreaker. He's making moves though. He's gonna get himself in that position. Look at this. He's gonna shut the door at Ogmar. So now here's the battle. Can Francis shut down and catch Elias?
So the battle between the riders that have been bad fast here all evening long is joined in this third and final leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. Ishuel leads, Peltier in second. Ogmar facing a challenge now from Oscar Norm. Norm on the outside on the red sled. Ogmar down on the inside as they head toward the Pirtek rhythm section. Battle for the third and fourth positions here.
And right there, Peltier made up some ground on the leader. Wasn't much, but it was a little. So who knows when we get into lappers, if he can continue this pace, things can change.
And Norm trying to triple his way into that U.S. Air Force flyaway. We keep an eye on the gap here between race leader Viking Rocket Elias Ishuel and your runner-up Francis Peltier. Now that gap is not going down. If anything, it might have gone up that lap.
It went down by 1/10, and that's just not going to get it done. So he's going to have to really find some special lines or wait for the lappers to get in the way. Maybe that's enough to create, but Elias is too smart for that. Right there, the 5'11", LaBelle.
Jordan LaBelle getting by Cody Cam. Cam probably wishes that first start would have stuck as he was right in the thick of things, but right now, Cody has fallen back here as he'll roll back to 7th in the scoring order. As Gustav Salston, remember he got penalized? Yeah, well, now he's setting sail after Oscar Norm.
Yeah,
he's according to this, he is past Oscar Norm, but behind Ogmar. And there is Oscar behind him. So Salston, he's on a charge here as we get into the second half of this race and might still be able to sniff out a podium.
And we got the 220. Francis, where did he go? Not seeing him, but Salston, there's our leader.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I panicked. But look at the gap there. He is at 4.8, so he is knocking that time down. He is catching up. It's just how much can he do in three minutes left?
And here's going to be a benefit for Francis Peltier. He's just cleared Emil Haar. That means that he has clear racetrack as the leader Ishuel is starting to catch more lap traffic in front of him here in the final 2:45.
He is, and look at 4.7. So now, that was only a 10th. That wasn't enough. You got to get seconds, not tenths. So can he find something special? And I just don't know if it's going to be there or not. Got Salston looking solid, sitting in that 4th spot.
Now he can see third place Marcus Ogmar just ahead of him here as they whip their way past Emil Haar again. So unfortunately, Haar having an off run here in this final leg of the AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. Give a call out to Jordan LaBelle as he is on the verge of a top 5 finish if he can hang on to it here. And he is chasing the Salston 81 with about as much fury as Salston is chasing Ogmar.
He sure is. Love to see this. Obviously, it was a little crazy, little hectic at the start, but well, look at Peltier. 4.4 seconds now. Still, he needs to find a few seconds, not tenths. Fortunately, the leader, but Elias, he does have a lot of traffic. Here we go with LaBelle.
Yeah, LaBelle trying to catch Salston. Oh, look at the run he gets here on the inside through the Skidoo rhythm section. And, whoa, there comes Gustav trying to jump right back alongside of him, and he'll box him out coming out of the corner here. Wow, that was physical.
That sure was. Ralston getting the look over at him. He's kind of playing games right now. He's got to start looking forward. He's going to end up getting passed and left behind if he keeps sitting there looking behind. And you can see Jordan, look at that. Just power move. See you later, pass.
Yeah, this time Salston does not have a comeback move as they come into that Pirtek rhythm section, so that'll move LaBelle up to 4th. Meanwhile, Peltier, well, there's 50 seconds left, but he's chopped about a second out of Ischel's lead.
Yeah, 1.5 seconds. So he is making some ground up. We kind of knew that would happen when we got into the lappers. Elias is going to have to navigate through that.
Oh, and trouble for LaBelle. LaBelle had an off. Meanwhile, Ischel cruising along through the U.S. Air Force flyaway. And when he comes around, he's going to see a white flag because the time will have expired. So Elias Ischel may be on his way to capturing his 3rd AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown overall title.
Yeah, it sure looks that way tonight.
Well, it looks like it'll be one extra lap after this as that timer did not get to 0. It'll expire here, so the white flag will come off for Ischel when he comes to the AMSOIL finish line. Peltier still trying to chop away, still about 3 seconds back as the final lap begins for your race leader, Ischel.
Yeah, look at this. He's down to 2.2 seconds. I think it's going to be a little too late, but Elias not keeping up with that all the way through. One little mistake could really change the outcome.
We're down into the Ziegler-Cat corner. Through the Pirtek
corner.
Oh,
wow.
Whoa.
That was close.
Yeah, it was. But for the Viking Rocket, Elias Ischel, it is a win in the 3rd and deciding leg of tonight's AMSOIL Pro Triple Crown. And this one counts because he just took the overall title.
He sure did, but I'll tell you what, as equally as impressive as that win was, Peltier, he shut that down to a minute or 1.5 seconds. That gap was down to 1.5 seconds, so there was some left on the table there, so to speak.
This 1-4-1 finishes secure you this overall. A rougher ride in round 2, but you were able to answer back in this 3rd one. How'd you do it?
No, I was just trying to do my best. I was struggling so bad in the 2nd one. I don't know what was going on. I struggled with something and grabbed the whole shot and went for it. And yeah, can't thank the whole team enough. Tusen takk til alle til en som følger meg. Så artig å se hvor mange som gjør det. Thank you. And thanks to all the fans out there. Thank you.
A great showing for you and your team. Guys, let's give it up for our Triple Crown overall.
Robbie, as we get ready to go to round number 4 of AMSOIL Championship Snocross here at Canterbury Park, 2 words come to mind: shots fired.
They sure have been, and Canterbury delivers again. It always does. This place has some sort of magic about it, and it always creates these magical moments when we come here to race, and we saw that tonight.
So the Daytona Snocross will host round number 4 here on Fox Sports. You can check out our official website at snocross.com. Follow us on the social media outlets, including TikTok and YouTube. For Erica Allreed and Robbie Malinowski, I'm Paul Small. This has been an AMSOIL Championship Snocross production here on Fox Sports.